In this video, I go over everything you need to know about physical moves and special moves and their importance when it comes to physical attack and special attack. This is another Pokemon lesson video on the Bearded Gamer 14 YouTube channel. I hope you do enjoy. First things first, a Pokemon has two stats dedicated to attacking or dealing damage, which are the attack stat, commonly referred to as physical attack, and special attack stat. From these terms, you may have heard of physical attackers and special attackers. This refers to what type of attacker a Pokemon is. For example, Skeledirge is considered a special attacker as its special attack stat is much higher than its physical attack stat, whereas Gyarados is commonly referred to as a physical attacker as its attack stat is much higher than its special attack stat. There are some Pokemon like Lucario who are considered mixed attackers, as there isn't much difference between their attack stat and special attack stat, but honestly these are few and far between. Right, now that we know that, we can look at the next part, which are categories of attacking moves. All moves that deal damage are split into two categories: physical moves and special moves, which refers to an old ideology that a physical move requires an attacking Pokemon to make direct contact with the defending Pokemon, and a special move uses some type of magical, mystical energy, but honestly that doesn't really matter. You don't really need to know that. To know which move is a physical move or a special move, simply click on it in the check summary screen. A swirl under the category means that it is a special move, and an explosion symbol means that it is a physical move. You can also go online on websites such as Bulbapedia and PokemonDB.net, and you can get access to all the moves that a Pokemon can learn, and on the list of the moves that you can learn, the categories will be ever present. The main difference between physical moves and special moves is that when an attacking Pokemon uses a physical move, it uses the attack stat in the damage calculation, and when an attacking Pokemon uses a special move instead, it takes the special attack stat into consideration for the damage calculation. Now, another difference involves the defending Pokemon. When a defending Pokemon is hit with an attacking move, it takes the defense stat, commonly referred to as physical defense, into calculation, and when a defending Pokemon is hit with a special move, it takes the special defense stat into consideration when calculating damage. Now that we know the main difference, let's look at the importance. To fully understand the importance of the difference between physical moves and special moves, we need to look at the damage calculation formula. Now, the entire formula looks kind of scary, but me as a math teacher, honestly, it looks really fun for me to do. But all we really need is to focus on one small element of this damage calculation formula, and the small element that we need to focus on is this part that says power multiplied by attack divided by defense. We don't even really need to look at the dividing by defense part. We only really need to look at power multiplied by attack. Now, what this means is base power multiplied by either the special attack or physical attack stat, depending on what type of move it is. Let's use an example to demonstrate. So before, I talked about Skeledirge being a special attacker, and when picking the best damage dealing moves for Skeledirge, it is best to pick special moves. Let's simply look at Skeledirge using the move, which is a special move, Torch Song. It has a base power of 80. If we were to put it into this small snippet of the damage calculation formula, we would do 80 multiplied by its maximum special attack stat of 350. 80 multiplied by 350 gives us a damage amount of 28,000. Now, this is literally, again, just one small element of the damage calculation formula, as there are so many other things to consider, such as stab abilities and other conditions, but this small element, in my opinion, is enough to prove the importance of why, if a Pokemon is a special attacker, you need to give it special moves. Skeledirge also learns a physical move in the form of Crunch, which has the same base power of 80. However, Skeledirge only can have a maximum attack stat, physical attack stat, of 273. If we were to put these numbers into this small snippet of the damage calculation formula, 80 multiplied by 273 is 21,840, which is far less of damage output than the 28,000 that we had before. Now, these are just basic calculations performed by taking one small snippet of the damage calculation formula, but from these two calculations, it is easy to see from these two situations, it's easy to see why it's essential that you know the difference between physical moves and special moves, and the value that you get when you have a Pokemon and you select the correct moves for that Pokemon. Right, people, that's pretty much it from me. That's all I wanted to cover in the video today. I hope you have found this video useful. I hope you have found it informative. If you have, then please do drop a like, and if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. I am continuing with my Pokemon lesson series that started back in August. August. So I'll put a card up. Click on the card. Be sure to check out the playlist. I want to thank you all for watching, and hopefully I shall see you all next time.